Hello, Sylvia here, nutrition and fasting coach. So I've talked a lot about insulin and glucose lately, and I wanted to come on here and talk about ketones. It's just something very significant with this lifestyle that you need to know all the benefits. And I want you to be able to get all the benefits from living this lifestyle and why it matters. So just to the basics, ketones is an energy source for your body. And so your body has two energy systems. It's the glucose system, which I call the sugar burner system. And then we have the ketones, which is the fat burning system. And your preferred fuel is the glucose, the sugar burner system. That's the quick energy that your body can get quick energy, and it's easy converted energy. So, but what happens is when we eat carbohydrates, mainly carbohydrates in our diet, that will be broken down in our digestive system and converted to glucose that enters your bloodstream. And your body will then release insulin that will bring this glucose into your cells, so your cells can use it for energy. Whatever your body don't need at the moment from that food, the energy that came from the food you ate, that will be stored. So insulin will then transport this glucose into your liver and convert it to glycogen that we can access later. Or it will transport it into your cells for to store as fat. So it will be stored in your muscles or in fat cells, which can also be accessed later. So when we eat, we then have this glucose accessible. We are then, insulin is getting rid of all the glucose, and as your bloodstream is then getting low on glucose, hunger signals will then occur and tell you that, hey, the energy is low, let's eat something. If you then don't eat anything yet, your body's going to access that glycogen, push that out from your liver, convert it back to glucose so you can use it for energy. When these stores, the glycogen stores, are getting low, that's when your body needs to start firing up the secondary fuel system, which is your fat cells. So what happens is that we can release these fat cells and we'll convert them to ketones. So this is your body fat. Your stored body fat is now being converted to an energy source called ketones, which your body can use. And the great thing about using ketones for energy is that it's a sustained energy that's going to keep you going, give you energy it's a very level energy. It's no ups and downs like you will get with glucose. If you talk about a sugar high, you know how your energy level will go up and then crash. You won't get that when you are fueling off of ketones. Ketones will also decrease your hunger signals. It will give you mental clarity. It's actually a preferred fuel for your brain, and has shown tremendous help in cleaning up your brain I don't know how proven this is, but they think it can help reduce Alzheimer's, dementia, and those kind of diseases. So your focus becomes clear. And if you can look at this as it makes sense when we think about back in the day when we were hunter-gatherers. When we weren't able to eat regularly throughout the day, every day, like we are now, food wasn't that available. So you might have to go a couple of days without eating anything because food wasn't available until you were able to catch something. And you needed to have the energy. You needed to be able to focus and have mental clarity to be able to catch something. If we became weak and fatigued, if we didn't eat for a day or two, there wouldn't be any human beings on this planet today. So that's why we have the two systems. And also wanted to clarify, there's a lot of people, what they think about when they think about ketones is the keto diet. So there's a difference between a keto diet and a fasted ketosis in the way that it's still the same fuel, same ketones, but a keto diet, you are eating a high fat, low carb diet so that your body will use the dietary fats to produce ketones. Instead of in a fasted ketosis, there's no fuel coming in. So your body is using the resources stored on your body, as in your stored body fat, to get energy. So it turns out there is huge benefits to both systems. And the biggest benefits are actually becoming efficient in switching back and forth between the systems. That's what your body is supposed to do. So when you're able to switch and use both energy systems efficiently, your body is then metabolically efficient. And this is important for different things, because when you are efficient metabolically, that means that your body is able to bring nutrients, hormones, energy into your cells. If that can happen really quickly, that means you're metabolically efficient, and you become insulin sensitive, which means everything happens really easily. There is no sluggishness, nothing clogging up your cells and making it difficult for nutrients or hormones like insulin to get into your cells. And that's what we want to achieve. So in the perfect world, if you're able to just in an overnight 12-hour fast, being able to start to slowly produce some ketones, that's when you really know that you are metabolically efficient. And that's where you want to achieve. You don't want to be in ketosis all day long, all the time, because it's benefits to both. So when we're in a glucose, a fed state, that's when your body is building. So you can build muscle, you can fuel up and build and improve your body that way, while when you're in the fasted state, your body is going within for the energy and healing with autophagy and ketones. So I just wanted to break this down real quick for you guys. And also about ketone levels and how to measure, the best way to measure. There's a few different ways, but I like the finger prick version because it's more accurate than the urine strips and the breath meters. So it's so easy, just a little finger prick, and you have your answer right there. The levels, so until the meters read 0.5, that's when you're in ketosis, basically. So anything from 0 to 0.5, you're not there yet. You're starting to see some signs of ketones made, but you're not fueling enough of ketones to be in a ketogenic state yet. Then your level will go up, and now I consider the space between 0 and 1. That's the hard part of the fasting, because that's when you get really hungry. That's when your body's telling you, hey, there's no energy, we need to eat. So that's the tricky part, where you want to make sure that you stay busy, you preoccupied to keep your mind off of food, stay hydrated, a little salt can help, all these little tricks to stay with it. It's when you get to usually around 1, that's when the ketones are high enough to take away that hunger feeling, and you start to get that energy from the ketones, where you're starting to really feel good, and you get the mental clarity and yeah, I like to call it the ketone high because it can be that great. So that's when you reach 1. So between 1 and 2, it's usually my favorite my favorite level of ketones, to say it that way. That's usually when you're really feeling good. There's no issues. You can, when you go a longer fast, you'll start to go higher in ketones, and not usually something I use in my programs. I do assist clients on extended fasting, but it's not implemented into my programs. But when you are going into deeper ketosis, you'll get up to like 4 and 5 in ketones. When you get up to around 7 or 8, that's when you get to a level where you want to break your fast. That you're getting to a point where this might not be safe anymore. You don't want to hurt yourself. So getting close to 7 or 8, I'll say have a quick fat snack to see what that does, and then just break your fast at that point to stay safe. Safety first, always. So let me know if you have any questions about ketones. I love the subject of ketones. Let me know what's your favorite keto level. And I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. I'll see you later.